I'm Dr. V. Boykin, former single mom, stripper, and felon, now keynote speaker and two-time author who tells the truth about how to navigate personal and professional challenges. You're just too much. You are just too much. You'll hear it personally, you'll hear it professionally. Neither of those times does it have anything to do with your right to show up with your full talent, skills, and abilities. When they say it in the workplace, that's because they don't know what to do with you. And their inability to manage, their inability to find a place for your excellence, that's not your fault. That doesn't mean become less excellent. When you hear it personally because someone else doesn't have the skills, talents, or abilities to take in the fullness of your incredible excellence, that's not on you either. And it might take you until you're 48, 49, 50 to figure out who you are, but guess what? That truly is the cliche key. Once you have decided you are not too much, once you have decided you are perfectly made, once you have decided that how you choose to show up in the world isn't overanalyzing, isn't overthinking, isn't being extra, it's you. And you have every right to occupy every millimeter of the space that you take up in this world. Others will follow suit. And by the way, when they try that trick to say, we just don't know what to do with you, or you're just too much for me, and they share that as if it's your problem, their inability to process excellence is your problem, yeah, you can go ahead and cut that out too. We don't buy it. We don't believe it. You don't believe it. You are absolutely as you should be in this world. Now, of course, there's caveats. As long as you're showing up in the best way that you can at the time you're in for the skills you have in the moment based on what you're dealing with. Okay, default to being a good human. But other people's inability to fully ingest you, like that's none of your business. Their struggle, their smallness, their inability to process, it's not really on you. And by the way, stop apologizing for being larger than what someone who will never be more than mediocre can understand. That's not your lane to play in. Let them go figure out how to absorb someone who is vast and expansive and creative and incredibly imaginative, personally and professionally. Once you accept you, sounds so cliche, you can inform the world how to do it as well. And take all the time you need in this world to get there. That's why we live a long time, so that we have time to evolve, so that we have time to recognize ourselves, and so we have time to expand. By the way, the next time someone tells you you're too much, tell them you're not. A doctor told you different.